My coming out story went something like this. My name's Samantha Lemon, and I actually don't have a coming out story. I guess I accidentally came out on Facebook. I'm not even really sure how. I may have shared just like a cute picture of a girl. I'm sure it was Ruby Rose's video. You all know the one. But my mom's best friend actually texted her and was like, "Is Sam gay?" And I was like, I had no idea this was happening. And my mom was like, "If so, so what?" You know? So I am kind of hopefully the future of what it's going to be like to be queer. You know, I grew up in a very supportive household. My mom has been the most supportive throughout anything. I was raised very open. I am ex-LDS, so I did come from a religion where that wasn't really accepted. So I think any sort of pushback I got was from external, but my family has always been super supportive. And I think I never really knew what like queer or gay or lesbian meant. Like, I was just raised to love everyone for who they are, regardless of, you know, age, orientation, all this, you know. It was just, are they a good person? Are you being a good person? And that's really what it came down to. The first time I even heard about being a lesbian is because someone used it in a derogatory way towards me. I was just always raised around, you know, love who you want to love. And so I think for me, coming out basically to myself almost was having exposure. Like my friend coming out as queer and then me realizing like, oh, like I liked girls, like hello, I like guys, hello, but I didn't know there was a label. I didn't know I was bi. I was just Sam who loved other people. And I'm really grateful to say that. I'm really blessed, and it's a big privilege, and I hope one day everyone can feel this way. And that's why I feel like representation is huge, because without friends or media, stuff like that, looking up to my peers that were queer, I wouldn't have known about queer. And if I hadn't come from such a supportive, communicative, open household, I might have never known, and I could have had a very different path. And I think that's kind of not why I joined the beauty industry initially, but why I'm so blessed to be here today. I remember as a kid going to the beauty salon, and there was always some queen up in here, you know, cutting some hair, throwing some sass. And so I think I always saw the beauty industry as kind of a queer space without really knowing. But I think now where I'm at, I am at such a cool opportunity where I get to be the example I never had of a successful queer adult. I'm 21 in the beauty industry, and I'm really proud to say I've changed people's lives. I've had clients come out to me, I've had friends come out to me, and I'm in such a beautiful place. And the reason why I stay in this industry is so I can inspire, I can uplift, and I can create a safe space for queer individuals so that way they can grow into who they're always meant to be. A little story I'd like to tell is when I kind of really realized I had a couple different stories, I should say, is I had a girl text me and be like, the reason I came out is because you live so unapologetically yourself, and I saw that and I went for it. And the other day I actually had a client come in. They were just 13, and their mother cried to me and thanked me. Oh, sorry, I don't want to get emotional, but saying that I helped them feel safe because I asked their pronouns, which is such a simple little thing you can do. And I made them feel safe. I didn't ask, oh, why are you cutting your hair short? That's such a boy thing to do, even though haircuts and hair is non-binary. It's a fashion statement, not a binary system. And just literally an hour with them changed their life, and their mom came to me in tears thanking me. And that's why it's so important to have queer, educated individuals in this industry, because we are day makers and we are life changers, and I'm so privileged to be that. And that is my driving force for being a successful queer beauty member, is to inspire the youth, to make it so one day we don't have videos like this where people don't have coming out stories because it's accepted and you are who you were meant to be all along and you don't face backlash. And that's the future, and that's the future that our industry is going to create. I mean, I'm not gonna say that being queer was easy throughout my whole life. I mean, fast forward to when I was 16, it's kind of a turbulent time in everyone's life. You know, hormones are flying and you're kind of becoming who you're meant to be, and people are seeing that. And I will say I got backlash. I identify as a queer bisexual, and I think especially in both sides of straight culture and queer culture, there's kind of this stigma against bi people. I was told, oh, it's just a phase, or when are you gonna come out as gay, or maybe you're just straight and questioning and I'm not your experiment, and stuff like that. And I was always deep down, I was like, oh honey, like I like a little bit of everyone. And so I try to live as unapologetically as I could, but I mean, I had little microaggressions here and there. I had someone in my family be like, well, it's okay that you're gay, but I just preferred if you'd marry a man, which was really damaging at the time for me, and I think subconsciously always kind of affected me in some way, especially as that family member was honestly made most of who I am today. So it was very harmful, but we've grown past that, thank God. And you know, those little things can be hurtful, and so I think just kind of exploring what bisexuality truly meant was really hard at sometimes, because it was like, well, do I like boys or do I like girls? And it was kind of confusing. You'd always get kind of stuck in the binary of things because people try to always put you in boxes. And so I think part of me discovering who I truly am was getting rid of binary, you know, realizing that I am who I am regardless of what anyone thinks or whatever box people want to put me in. And people are going to hate whether you're straight or gay or straight. So it's really about doing what makes you happy. Fast forward to now, I'm in such a beautiful workspace that, and I really do think it is friends and family too, but I think my workspace has really helped me come out even further, because when you're safe in all aspects of your life, you can really explore who you are. Like, I've dated multiple people at the same time and no one's cared, and I've like, but maybe I'm a lesbian, everyone's like, I don't care anyways, you just do you, boo. And so it's been really supportive through this exploration, and now I'm happy to say that I know my sexual orientation, and now I get to explore gender and what that means to me, and I'm in such a safe space to do so, and it's so major. And I know it's so crazy to say that my job has helped me get there, but it really has. Being in the beauty industry and seeing other queer professionals makes me know that I'm okay to be loud, I'm okay to be proud and queer, and I can still be a successful professional. I don't have to be this closed box off businesswoman that's super private and that's the only way I'll be successful. I can be loud and proud and do the same thing. Our industry has personally allowed me to live more unapologetically myself through inspiration of inspiring others, but also with my job currently with House of Flint, we have a saying, it's called freedom to be. Freedom to be whoever you are, whether your race, orientation, sex, age, anything, your freedom to be who you are in our space. And that's really big. I remember when I joined my first salon and it was a little bit more conservative. I'm from Utah. There is a big queer community here, but also with that, there is a lot of backlash because of the heavy religious background that our state has. And so I was open and I was out, but I wasn't really open and out because I kind of leaned towards dating guys to kind of like disguise myself. And I would never, if I was dating a girl, I would never tell a client. And I'm proud to say now, I work with a mostly queer team. I have a boss, even though he may not be queer, he is so supportive, and it's allowed me to spread my wings and grow. And it's so just, sorry, I don't want to get emotional, freeing and just beautiful that I get to tell my clients, like, yeah, I went on a date with a girl the other day. Yeah, I went on a date with a boy the other day. No one really cares. They're really supportive of me, and that's why I love the industry that is being created and that is currently happening, because in beauty, especially in our industry, I feel like the biggest thing for me is live unapologetically yourself. And I think that's what we're promoting as industry professionals, as hairstylists, as barbers, is live unapologetically. Be yourself. It doesn't matter if you're gay or straight, just do you, boo. And that's just such a beautiful thing and such a freeing thing that I get to be out, and then I get to also be out and inspire other kids to do the same thing. My advice for any queer individual that wants to enter the beauty industry is freaking do it. People are gonna always tell you that, and we've had this since birth, you can't be queer. Well, you did that already. So if you want to be a hairstylist, if you want to be in the beauty industry, do it. I was told that I would never be successful, and I am just killing it. And so my advice to any queer individual that wants to join the beauty industry is live unapologetically, do it boldly, and never look back. And be a shark, get what you want. You can do whatever you set your mind to. And there's a community here for you. You will always have support, and there's a head of hair for everyone, so just get to it. My name is Samantha Lemon, and this is the face of queer beauty. I will say, living in Salt Lake City, Utah, there's a really heavy religious background, and with that, some other queer members have not been as fortunate, have grown up in really damaging, unaccepting homes, and I am super lucky to have the parents and the family that I do, but not everyone's that way. Something I've been working on recently is I'm a makeup and I'm a hair artist, and I've been doing community outreach with LGBTQ youth and adults to teach them how to style their hair when they're transitioning, do makeup so they feel more gender euphoric with both the trans community and the queer community in general. So if you would like to help out with that, Utah is really struggling right now. We can use all the help we're getting. I'm soon going to be launching a queer makeup and hair program with the Utah Pride Center. So if you'd like to donate, please go to utahpridecenter.org. Any little bit helps, and it will help my community who's hurting so much right now with the current state of the world, and help someone just feel a little bit better. So thank you so much, and again, please go donate.